Nous vous disons merci.
And now, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. On behalf of the Minister, please put your hands together.
The representative of the Honorable Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, Excellencies, High Commissioners and Ambassadors of participating countries, officials of the World and African Aquatic Fraternity, Ghana Swimming Association executives, participating athletes, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure again that I stand before you today to deliver this speech on behalf of the Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, Minister for Sports and Recreation, as we officially open the Africa Aquatics Zone 2 Junior and Senior Swimming Championship here at the Boteman Aquatic Center in Accra. Today marks a significant milestone, not only as a high-level competition bringing together the best young and seasoned swimmers from across Zone 2, but also as a vital developmental platform. It is an opportunity for our athletes to showcase their talents, for Ghana to demonstrate its growing capacity to host world-class sporting events, and for Africa to take a bold step towards forward in aquatic sports. This is the second consecutive year that Ghana has had the privilege of hosting these prestigious championships, and overall, it is the fourth time. Such consistency underscores Ghana's commitment to nurturing aquatic talent and strengthening our position as a hub for aquatic sports development in the region. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we are unwavering in our dedication to fostering growth, excellence, and inclusiveness within our aquatic community. The ministry is committed to working tirelessly with our partners and stakeholders to create opportunities that elevate our athletes from grassroots programs to elite international competitions. Together, we will build a future where Ghanaian and African swimmers are recognized on the global stage for their talent, discipline, and sportsmanship. Africa Aquatics is on the cusp of a new era characterized by innovation, empowerment, and expansion. Our focus is on uplifting athletes, coaches, and officials, raising the standard of aquatic sports across our continent, and increasing Africa's presence and influence in international competitions. Sports, especially aquatic sports, are powerful catalysts for socio-economic development. They create jobs, stimulate related sectors such as infrastructure, transportation, accommodation, and security, and also contribute significantly to reducing unemployment. By investing in sports, we not only promote health and unity, but also boost household incomes and accelerate economic growth. To the Ghana Swimming Association, I charge you to see this championship as an opportunity to identify and nurture credible talents, those who can be mentored and developed to represent Ghana at the highest levels of international sports. Let this event inspire participation across all age groups and skill levels, fostering a culture of excellence, patriotism, teamwork, and courage. These values are the foundation upon which we build a stronger, more resilient sporting community. Finally, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the local organizing committee and Africa Aquatics for their dedication to hard work in bringing this event to fruition. Your commitment ensures that this championship will be a memorable and successful occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, let us seize this opportunity to celebrate our athletes, promote unity through sports, and reaffirm Ghana's position as a leader in aquatic sports development in Africa. I thank you all and wish you a successful and inspiring championship. Thank you.
Botman, put your hands together for the Chief Director of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, Mr. Wilhelmina Asamoah.
Au nom du directeur en chef, ministère des Sports et des Loisirs, Madame Wilhelmina Samoa. Merci beaucoup.
And now, the President of Ghana Olympic Committee, Mr. Richard Akopokave.
Président du Comité olympique du Ghana, Monsieur Akpokavi.
There have been enough speeches already. I'd just like to say welcome to all of you and enjoy your stay in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now, the former Minister of Sports, Mr. Elvis Afiola Accra.
Good afternoon, everybody. I was out of the country when I received a memo that I should represent the Chief of Staff here. And I said, oh, trouble. And I'll be arriving today. And but fortunately, when I got to town, I got to know that Professor Dodu has been sent to represent him. But because of my relationship with the ministry and the Aquatic Association, I decided that I'll just pass through. So I drove straight from the airport and I'm here just to encourage you and to tell you that we've come a long way. I remember those days that you used to train at the Tesano Sports Complex using your own resources. When I became a minister, the first time I visited you there, and today we have this edifice. I believe that the sport has a great future and government is committed. That is why the Chief of Staff sent Professor Dodu and then sent me as bonus. So I wish you all the best, all the delegates from all the other countries. Thank you very much and have fun. Thank you.
And now, the President of Africa Aquatics, Dr. Mohamed Diop.
Vous présentez Président d'Afrique Aquatics, Dr. Mohamed Diop.
Dear special guest of honor, dear Ministry, dear President of Olympic Committee, dear Ambassador, swimmer and coach, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pride and heartfelt emotion that we gather once again in Ghana, host the Zone 2 Championships from October 3 to 5 at the Botterman Sport Complex in Accra. Allow me to extend our deepest gratitude to the government of Ghana for its unwavering and exemplary commitment to our sport. In just a few short years, Ghana has successfully organized 5 major competitions, including the African Championships in 2021, and is now preparing to host this prestigious continental event once again in 2026. This remarkable trajectory reflects a clear vision and a resolute will to elevate African swimming. It is not an exaggeration to say that Ghana is become the Mecca of Africa swimming. I would also like to sincerely thank the Ghana Swimming Federation. Please, thanks to the Ghana Swimming Federation, whose professionalism, dedication, and spirit of collaboration have ensured the flawless execution of this event. Their work deserves our full recognition and admiration. This edition is marked by an historic milestone for Zone 2, because for the very first time, a swimmer for our region has won a medal at the World Junior Swimming Championships. That swimmer is a brilliant Nigerian talent, Abdul Jabbar Adama. Thank you. Please applaud. Who claimed the silver medal in the 50 butterfly in Bucharest. Earlier this year, in May, he had already made headlines by becoming African champion in Cairo. His meteoric rise embodies the bright future of our region and highlights the immense potential we are called to nurture. This global success is not merely an individual triumph, it symbolizes a collective momentum, a shared dream, and a future we are building together. It reminds us that through effort, sacrifice, and passion, our athlete can reach the highest peak. In Accra, here in Accra, we celebrate far more than a competition. We celebrate excellence, perseverance, and solidarity. May these championships reflect our shared ambition and serve as a crucible for future legends. Before I close my speech, I will send some speech in French. Mes chers amis, nous nous retrouvons une fois de plus ici, au Ghana. Nous tenons à remercier le gouvernement ghanéen pour sa vision. L'exemple, c'est cette infrastructure qui nous accueille aujourd'hui. Nous tenons à remercier la fédération ghanéenne qui a bien voulu, dans des délais très courts, assurer l'organisation de ces championnats. Nous tenons à dire que la zone 2 progresse. La zone 2 progresse parce que nous avons vu pour la première fois un jeune junior venant du Nigeria qui gagne une médaille d'argent au championnat du monde face aux plus grandes nations de natation. Cela prouve que vous qui êtes ici dans les tribunes, les jeunes, nous ne parlons pas pour nous seulement, mais nous parlons pour vous surtout. Vous êtes le futur de demain et si vous persévérez, vous y croyez et vous avez de la passion, vous suivrez probablement l'exemple de Abdul Jabbar. Merci pour votre attention et bonne chance.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would now like to recognize the presence of the following dignitaries: the Ambassador of Senegal, Amadou Dene Doye, the Head of Cooperation from the Embassy of France, Mr. Julien Lecasse, and the Ambassador of Burkina Faso, Mr. David Cabre. The last remarks shall be given, and allow me to invite Dr. Frederick Bauma, the chairman of the local organizing committee.
Thank you very much. I recognize that time is fast spent, so I am not going to read my full speech, but let me acknowledge the presence of Your Excellencies, distinguished guests from Central and Western Africa, our sponsors, members of the swimming community from Ghana and beyond, ladies and gentlemen. As I indicated, time is fast spent. So on behalf of the local organizing committee, I wish to welcome you all to Accra and to the 2025 Africa Aquatics Zone 2 Swimming Championships. Now, coming from academia, allow me to highlight one or two benefits of swimming. Research has consistently affirmed that swimming offers remarkable benefits, including its ability to improve our overall fitness, cognitive development, enhances and reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression, and equips children with life-saving skills. Beyond these physical benefits, swimming also instills discipline and resilience, and I believe for those of you who have been here since morning would attest to the kind of resilience and passion that our young swimmers have demonstrated. Now, these are qualities that I believe are necessary for developing our next generation of leaders. And so I would encourage all of us to pay attention to swimming, not just as a sport, but for developing a holistic human being. Special guest of honor, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, is leading the way. And earlier this year, when we were entrusted with this responsibility, we embraced it with enthusiasm. Now today, we are proud to deliver on that mandate, and we expect that over the next 3 days, we will showcase elegance in the pool, skill, passion, and determination through competitive swimming to earn a spot in the history of African swimming. Beyond the medals, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we expect this event to be used as a force for community development, for partnership, and for economic growth. Together, we can enhance the fortunes of swimming while unlocking the social and economic opportunities for the benefit of our community. Together, let us expand the swimming community in Ghana and across the continent. Together, let us prepare the next generation. Let us celebrate the achievements of these remarkable athletes, and let us commit ourselves to building a vibrant swimming community. Before I end my speech, allow me to say a big thank you to our distinguished guests for honoring our invitation. A big thank you to Africa Aquatics for once again trusting us with the responsibility of hosting this event. I would also want to say a big thank you to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for your invaluable support, the National Sports Authority, Ghana Swimming Association, and especially members of the local organizing committee. Let me also say a big thank you to all our sponsors, without whom this event would not have been possible. Once again, thank you all, and I wish you all a successful championship.
Thank you. We would also like to recognize the presence of the third Vice President of Ghana Olympic Committee, Mr. Ernest Danso. We are going to have one more interlude. We'd now like to have the swimmers back to the core room, starting with Togo. Please put your hands together for the athletes as they return back, representing 16 countries. Now going to have a performance from the Dance Sport Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the dance group. On this note, swimmers swimming 100 meters butterfly, get to the core room. Boatman, allow me invite the officials to report on deck for the afternoon session.
S'il vous plaît, entrez des fonctionnaires.
Officials, you may report on deck. Officials, you may report.
Entrez les fonctionnaires. Okay. Be noted. We'll put to one. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the officials for the evening session. Referee men, Simon Asa. Referee women, Godson Afedo. Starter men, Yasi Eshen. Starter women, Abdul Wahab. Officials, please, you may have your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with the 100 meters butterfly this afternoon, this evening. We shall have the juniors, have the seniors, and then dive into the men's 200 meters freestyle, junior and senior. We shall give out medals starting with the 800 meters freestyle relay. Give out the medals for event number 15, 100 meters butterfly, both junior and senior. We shall then dive back with the 400 meters IM, both junior and senior. Dive into 200 breaststroke. We have 50 breaststroke, 50 butterfly, and the 4x100 freestyle, all on the afternoon program. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes for hit one of the 100 meters butterfly men. In lane 2, representing Cape Verde, Dos Santos Rosa. Lane number 3, representing Ghana, Nemo Andre. Lane number 4, from Ghana, Tiamoa Carl Ale. Lane number 5, the defending silver medalist, swimming for Nigeria, Dumuje Abil Eden. Lane number 6, swimming for Cote d'Ivoire, Aimo Carl Emmanuel. And lane number 7, swimming for Cape Verde, Mendoka Cruz Mateus Emmanuel. 100 meters breaststroke final hits. Don't forget 100 meters freestyle, 100 meters butterfly. Our defending silver medalist is swimming in lane number 5, Dumoje Aide from Nigeria, and takes charge right away, sitting very low, breathing on every stroke, having those hips raised high, having those hands clean on the recovery. It is a good butterfly coming out of Ghana's Carl Ale, coming out for the final 50 meters. The two boys attach 1 and 2, Aiden with a 28.75, just 31 hundredths of a second. And coming in the final stage, the silver medalist is coming to strike to get himself on the top position from ranking number 1 to ranking number 2. The mid record for this butterfly junior is sitting on a 59.33. And this young man will strike gold from the silver position. Last time it's a gold with a 1:008, and that's the winning time. On the second position will be El from Ghana with a 1:03.71. It was a very good butterfly, very clean recovery, nice high elbows, having that nice pull. Winning time into 1:00. We shall be diving for the seniors shortly. On the senior, we shall have a lot of drum band. We have a lot of returning athletes from the previous edition. The mid record for the seniors is sitting on a 53.93 from none other than Abeku Jackson. This record was set 5 years ago. And the Africa record for the men's 100 meters butterfly is sitting with Chadley Close with a 50.56. Sit in Kazan, Russia in the 2015 World Championships. That's from South Africa. And let's see how we're going to look like. In the final heat, we have swimming in lane number 5 will be Abeku Jackson, the defending champion for the same event. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the finalists for the men's 100 meters butterfly senior. In lane number 2, swimming for Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Trial Babadou. In lane number 3, swimming for Ivory Coast, finished number 6 last year, Avi Charles Levi. In lane number 4, the Africa Zone 2 record holder and also the defending champion representing Ghana, Bayik Jackson. In lane number 5, finished in the 2nd position, this defending silver medalist representing Senegal, Aimabel Carl Wilson. And in lane number 5, finished in the number 6, finished in the 5th position last year, representing Ghana with a 1:05.37. Accra Hector Titus, 100 meters butterfly senior. $100 meters butterfly. It's the final hit. What can Abayuku Jackson do here? I just had a chat with him during the lunch break, and he said he's looking for a 23 in the 100 meters, in the 50 meters butterfly. That will be happening tomorrow. He was not happy with his performance in the World Championship. He got an injury and only able to swim a 50 meters butterfly. Now let's see what he has. He takes at the head of the field in the first 50 with a 25.81, leading the whole field. The mid record, he is the mid record holder for this 100 meters butterfly with a split of a 53.93. The Africa record is sitting on a 50.56 by Charlie Close, but coming in, leaving the whole field with over 10 meters away. He's not just chasing the gold, but trying to chase these fastest split. It is Abayuku Jackson with a 55.20, striking another gold for Ghana. And our silver position will be a 1:02.34 from Member Carl Wilson, and the bronze will go to Accra Hector Titus with a 1:07.71. But it was an impressive 100 meters butterfly. Abayuku Jackson, he won't like the time, but definitely take the gold. We shall be diving to the 200 meters freestyle shortly. Official results are out with a 55.20. Just a few. 2.16 outside the mid record, which is standing at a 53. And the Africa record is still standing at a 50 of Chadley Close. But it was Abayuku Jackson to take full control of this 100 meters butterfly senior 2 times in a row to win this 100 fly. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for the women 200 meters freestyle final. Swimming in lane number 2, representing Nigeria, Ebidapo Olufome. Swimming in lane number 3, representing Nigeria, Muhammad Mariam. Swimming in lane number 4, and also the defending bronze medalist swam with 2:39, but entered with a 2:31 this afternoon. Muhammad with a 2:26. Yankee Jada. Swimming in lane number 5 from Ivory Coast with a 2:30.75. Kamara Malik Arena AD. He's swimming for Ivory Coast with a 2:32. Deso Pedi Anje. Representing Ghana in lane number 7. Ajay Oduma. 200 meters freestyle. The The 400-meter IM gold medalist swims for Ghana, one of the youngest, if not the youngest, in the championship. She entered last year. She finished in the silver position, the bronze position, with a 2:39.49. On this evening, she's entered with a 2:26.26. Let's see how she will look like. All the girls are starting. It's a very good start for all the girls. In fact, it is late number 3, slightly slipping ahead of the field. Let's see what we have in the first 50. It's a sharp of the turn. Yankee takes full control again into the first 50 with a 34.14. Last year she went a 34.24 in this first 50. Trying to see if she can bring down this 2:39 into a 2:26 she entered with. She needs to have that 50 at 37 low to be able to get back on track to chase this 2:26. In fact, she needs to be out in the wall under a 1:09. 1:10 won't be a bad spot for her to be able to go down in a 26. Breathing on every left stroke. She's very conditioned. We saw her in that 100 meters IM. The only struggle was in the backstroke, and we saw her, she didn't even make the podium in the 50 meters backstroke. By this 200 freestyle, she's done that 50 at a 39.87. Last year, she was that 50 at a 39.97. Slightly better, but doesn't give her a guarantee of going under 1:26 on a 2:26. In fact, at the final stage, you may have her dive back at the sub 2:30, 2:35. Let's see how she looks like. Last year, Yankee Jada, the youngest, was at a 40.105 for this third 50, representing Ghana, and she'll be out in the final. She's out in the best of the split, 38.96. It's a good spot to be her. In fact, it's faster than her second 50. Now let's see how it would look like trying to chase that 2:26. She's worked a lot on that top end speed of her 200s with the final 25 meters. It is Ghana striking another gold. She is our 400 IM gold medalist. Outswims the whole field with over 2 body lengths away, and the battle is on for the second and third position. Mohamed Mariam, both from Senegal, and the Bidapo. But the win will be go to a 2:30 as predicted, 2:30.62, and the silver will dive to lane number 2. From Senegal, and the bronze position dives into Senegal with a 2:34, but it's a win for Yankee Jada, and 9.8 faster than what she went last year. That's our 200 meters freestyle. She's our 400 IM gold medalist, and now our 200 freestyle junior gold medalist. Yada from Ghana, the youngest in the meet. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants, are the finalists for 200 meters freestyle senior. Swimming in late number 2, representing Ivory Coast with a 3:15.65, Bado Aja. In lane number 3, the defending gold medalist, representing Senegal with a 2:16.82, Diop Ome. In lane number 4, with a top entry time of a 2:15.26, representing Gabon, Laka Noeli. And lane number 5, with a 2:16.00, representing Nigeria, Okadokas Abeng. Lane number 6, representing Ghana with a 2:17.23, Ajay Nubia. And in lane number 7, representing Burkina Faso, Karaga Iman Fadou. It is a 200 meters freestyle senior. Oh. The African record is sitting on a 156.80 by Amy Carney, South Africa, setting 2024 in the South African Nationals. And the Africa record sits on a 209. Jean Boutain from Senegal, by the defending champion Diop Omi for Senegal, takes it for the first 50. Breathing on every right stroke, takes charge, has the first 50 with a 30.01. And the rest of the other field, we have quite a lot to do. It is Diop Omi coming in to try and strike another gold. She sat on top of the 50 meters a backstroke. She's the 31. Her entry time is, she entered with a 2:16. Needed to be into the wall under 1:06 to be able to keep herself there. She's on the mark, a 1:03.72. She's on the mark to bring her personal best down. Last year she won this 200 meters freestyle with a 2:16.82. That second 50, last year she was on a 33.98. She is on a 33.71, looking sharp. The second and third position will be leg number 4, Luka Noeli, breathing on every 3 strokes. But the final stage will be leg number 3, final 50. Diop Omi down with a 36.25. Last year was down the 36.19. If she's trying to bring down this 2:16. In fact, it's leg number 4, looking a little more conditioned. Noeli trying to close in this gap, but it will be a straight gold for Omi to finish. And the final position. Diop Omi striking another gold, and it's a good finish in lane number 4 as well. Very good finish from lane 4. It is a 2:16.40 and a 2:17.86 from Omi in 3 and Noeli and 4 to strike the gold and silver. And our bronze medalist will be lane number 6. Leah Rissal from Senegal, Jay Nubia from Ghana to strike the bronze position. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 200 meters freestyle, and we're going to be diving into the medal ceremony just about now. We're going to give out the medals right now. We're going to give out the medals for 800 meter, 4x200 freestyle relay, 100 meters butterfly for both junior and senior. Then we shall dive into the 400 IM juniors. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of the medals for this set will be given out by the Chief Director, Ministry of Sports and Recreation, Mrs. Wilhelma Asamoah. Once again, the results for this session will be given out by Mrs. Wilhelmina Asamoah, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. Coaches, the following athletes, starting with the relays, relay team Senegal for the 4x200, relay team Ghana, and relay team Nigeria. Kindly make your way to the awards area, to the awards call room. 400 meters butterfly junior, Dumoje Abil Aiden from Nigeria, Tiamoa Carl Il, Ghana, and Nemo Andre, Ghana. And for the 100 butterfly senior, Abeiku Jackson, Amable Carl Wilson from Senegal, and Accra Hector Titus Ghana. Kindly make your way to the awards call room now. Last call for Team Nigeria. Team Nigeria and Team Ghana kindly get to the awards area. Last call for the relay team, Nigeria, to the awards call room now. Team Nigeria, last call to the awards area now. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners coming in are the medalists for the 4x200 meters freestyle, and this shall be awarded by Miss Wilhelmina Asamoah, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. In the third position, with 10:56.54, Nigeria. In the second position with 10:22.97, Ghana. The champions with 10:20.51, Senegal. The last call for Domoje Abili Aidan from Nigeria. Kindly get to the awards call room. Dumuje Abeli, Eden, Nigeria, please get to the awards call room. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Senegal. Meters butterfly, men, junior and senior. The winners coming in, the athletes coming in are the champions and the medalists for the men, junior and senior 100 meters butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, boatman, when it's for 100 meters butterfly, junior and senior. Bronze medalist for the junior with 108 representing Ghana, Nemo Andre. Bronze medalist for the senior with 107.71 from Ghana, Accra Hector Titus. Silver medalist with 103.71 for the junior from Ghana, Tiamoa Carl Ale. Silver medalist for the junior with 102 from Senegal, Amabo Carl Wilson. The champion for the junior with 101 from Nigeria, Domoje Abel Eden. The champion for the senior with 55.20 from Ghana, Abeiko Jackson. The national anthem of Nigeria for the junior. national anthem for the senior Ghana. To thank Miss Wilhelman from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation for helping us award the set of medals.
Actually, the name is Wilhelmina Samoa.
We're now going to move on to 400 meters IM for the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the participants for 400 meters IM. In lane 2, representing Ghana, Ferimpongo Kwasi. And lane number 1. Lane number 2, representing Ghana, Bawama Yamini Amankwa. Lane number 3, swimming for Senegal, Kambe Mohamed Gorige. Swimming for Nigeria, late number 4, Olaya Olwatubile. Representing Senegal in lane 5, Badara Le. And swimming for Senegal in late number 6, Russell Le. Representing Cape Verde, Pedro Cardoso. 400 IM men. And off we go. This is the 400 meters IM. It is 400 meters IM. Starting out with the butterfly leg. Last year, the fastest of the time for the men. Senior, we had a 4:53 from Sayem Mathosemi of Senegal. And the junior category, we had a 5:37 from Senegal's KB Momao. And this afternoon, we're starting with a good start. We have a good start from lane number 4. Number 3, Kambe Mohamed dives in the fast 50 with a 33.04. It wasn't the best of the underwaters for this young man in lane number 4, but let's see how we should look like. It is still lane number 4 with quite some to do, but in 3, Kambe Mohamed Gogre takes full charge here, already coming into the first 100 from Senegal. Was swimming in 3. Already coming to hand into the backstroke leg. It is Senegal taking full check in the second position, but in 3, it is Ghana, and then 3 to Senegal. Let's see how we're going to look like. The backstroke leg, it is a very nice and stretched out stroke for lane number 6. I just needed to get that stroke rate just a little extra to be able to get back onto a top position. We're looking for the top 3 swimmers, but still in charge is lane number 3 coming in to go dive into the final 50 meters of the backstroke leg at the halfway meter mark. The record is the fastest time we had last year for the junior was a 4:37, and the senior we are diving down under 5 minutes with a 4:53. First 50 of the backstroke taking charge. I was a 45.82. Leah Mahmoud. That's what I told you about lane number 6. That nice stretch stroke. A nice head position. Taking an advantage. Looking like he's not costing him at all whatsoever. Sleeping up his lane number 3 wasn't the best of the backstroke. Let's wait and see what we shall have in breaststroke. 400 IM is about being able to settle in all your 100, all your 4 strokes. We're diving into the first one, 200, and taking lead again. The lead again is lane number 4. To dive into, we still have number 6 on top. Just a few hundredths of a second separating the top 2 swimmers. And no doubt in the 3rd position, we shall still hold Kambe, Mohammed of Senegal. But in top, it is the breaststroke leg now. We expect KB in lane number 3 to come back in that breaststroke. In fact, we may end at this final 100 of the breaststroke when he is in full control. He's already trying to outswim lane number 6. Was the best of the backstroke for lane 6. Last year I told you we had a 4:33.16 for the senior, and the junior we dived in with a 5:37. I expected this young man of Senegal to come back and take charge in lane number 3, and let's see what we shall come up with. It is lane 3. A few hundredths of a second are separating. Lane 6 at it. It will not just be about, it was a slightly slower time for this young man, and it is going to cost him quite a lot. He needed to utilize that breaststroke. I think he's a better breaststroker than any of these other athletes. This young man in lane number 3, but that time it wasn't the best. He's trying to bring in that a stronger stroke rate to try and take charge. He needs to move away in that freestyle leg right before the rest of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Senegal coming back in lane number 3 as expected. We even expected quite more, but that time costed him a lot. He will take charge, and look at what's coming out of lane number 1. My goodness, for Impongo Kwasi, the boys don't know that he's out there. He is out there. He is number 4, just a few hundredths of a second. Let's wait and see what we shall have in the final closing stage. It is Senegal in full control. Now it's about who is able to get those legs out. You need to change the gear now. You don't need to wait to the final 50 meter. This is the point when this young man from Senegal, he's not the best of the freestyle. You can see his hands look a little bit fatigued a bit. But let's see what shall come out. It will now just be about who gets out of the wall fast. Out swimming the whole field for Impongo Kwasi. Final 50 meters, striking goal. The goal will be a tight one. This is what I told you. Senegal is out of the top position now. He needed to use that breaststroke leg as much as possible. In the final 50 meters, it is lane number 4 to come back on the top position. With just a few more meters to go, it is going to be lane number 4. Trying to come back as well. Look at the drummer coming out of lane number 1. For the final 15 meters, 10 meters to go. It is going to be just a touch. He knows he's out there. It is just going to be a touch. Very fatigued. It is lane number 4 with a stunning 5:44. Slightly slower than what we had the winning time for the men, junior and senior last year, but definitely a gold. The breaststroke costed a lot for this young man in lane number, so the freestyle costed a lot for this young man in lane number 3. It was the best of the freestyle for lane number 3, the breaststroke for lane number 3, and a very good finishing speed for the 2 boys swimming in 4 and 5, in 4 and 1. The official results are out with a 5:44, just 58 hundredths of a second separating the top two swimmers. The athletes coming in. The athletes coming in are the participants and the finalists for the 400 meter IM senior. Time to chase for the senior is the 4. We have a 4:53.16 swam last year. Ladies and gentlemen, swimming in lane number 3, representing Ivory Coast with a 6:02, Diakite Mohammed Bachel. Swimming in lane number 4, entered with a 5 flat, representing Benin, Kapovoishi Ose. Swimming in lane number 5, representing Senegal with a 5:37.54, Kebe Moma Bala. The only one representing Ghana with a 6:19.20, Accra Hector Titus. The fastest time last year was a 4:53 for this senior 400 IM. Malik Fall has the 400 meter IM zone 2 record. On the Africa record for the 400 IM is seated by Tunisia's Osama Melouet, set in 2009 with a 4:10.53. We are having a sharp start of lane number 4, Kabovi Gustin, with a very amazing butterfly, outswimming the whole field in this first 50. Last year, the first of the 50 for this 400 IM, we had a 28.33. This 2.7 outside the top time we had last year, but having long, stretched out strokes, breathing very low, keeping those hips right on the surface of the water. Those feet very stretched out, very good for butterfly, keeping that kick right below the surface. You don't want to lift your legs so high during that butterfly, and you're seeing the distance per stroke ahead of the field is just increasing. He is out. He went with a 30. This might be a 32. Very impressively. So no, it's a 36. Very impressive, 36.13 into the backstroke. Wasn't the best of the backstroke streamline off the wall. But I love the shoulders. They are looking very clean. He's holding that head in one position. So definitely the gap is even going to get more when it comes to these 400. This first 200 of the 400. In the second position, it is lane number 5, but it is Benin. Will they strike their first gold? We haven't seen them on top since the start of the meet. We are already diving out into the final 50 meters for the backstroke to come into the halfway meter mark. The fastest time last year was a 4:53. This young man, 19 years of age, entered with a 5:00. It's a magic mark to break. The Africa records, I just told you, the whole of Africa record is sitting with Osama Melou, being one of the longest standing records in Africa. 16 years down the road, this record was set in 2009 by Tunisia. Let's come into back in the pool, still the backstroke. Clean shoulders. We had a 40 for the previous 50. This is a 38.44. That's the first split. Diving into the breaststroke. Nice clean recovery, maintaining the body flat on the surface of the water. Very good for breaststroke, not to allow your legs to sink. This young man is holding stroke on stroke, and he is very comfortable. He knows exactly what he needed to do. He's doing his own race. No pressure at all. The rest of the other field will have quite a lot. There is still something that can change in the bronze position. Let's see what we are having from this young man from Ghana, Titus. At lane number 6. But still at it with a full lead. It is lane number 4 from Benin. Benin will be striking their first gold. The recovery is very clean. Limited splash every time the head is going back into the recovery position. The arms, as they're getting into the recovery, are just trailing straight, and the gap is just maintained. That 50 was a 45.17. This might even go down into a 43 high or a 44 low. With just 15 meters to go to dive into the final 50 meters. Looking very sharp, looking very beautiful. We're at a 45.17. See how we look like in this split. It is another 45, not a 44 low as expected, but definitely a quicker 45. It's a 45.13. The freestyle having a nice hot freestyle. Long pull outs all through to the bottom of the legs. Breathing very low. The kick just having a 2-bit kick, staying down in the water. In fact, it's just dragging those legs. But the bronze position, we expected as predicted. We are having lane number 6 trying to close in this gap. But it is another disciplined streamline for lane number 5, KB Mormal, Senegal, to dive into the final 50 minutes, final 100. We have Senegal hold on to this freestyle. He is up on the surface of the water. That's a very good spot to be in. So definitely it will be Senegal to drive into the silver position, but Benin will be diving into the wall to strike a gold here. I think it's the fastest man. Breathing very low on every second stroke. He will not go under the 5-minute entry time, but definitely will be a gold for Benin. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Benin with a gold 5:10.21. But that was all his strokes very balanced. It was a very impressive fly. He was breathing on every stroke in that butterfly. Having that backstroke, the shoulders were way cleaner than anybody else in the field. That breaststroke was a very brilliant distance per stroke. The freestyle did a hot freestyle with a very low breathing. This young man, just 19 years of age, there's quite a lot that will come out for him. I believe if there was quite some more pressure onto him, he would even go way quicker than that 5:10. He was just doing his race. It is literally a 4 minutes separating the top 2 swimmers in this 400 iron. It is 47 separating the top 3 swimmers, top 2 swimmers. And we are having Ghana bag another bronze. With a 6:13.82. And we shall be having the final stage, Côte d'Ivoire, Diakite Mohamed. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for the final heat. So participants of heat 1 of the women 200 meters breaststroke junior. After the 200 breaststroke junior and senior, we shall give the medals. For the 200 breaststroke in lane number 3, representing Cape Verde, Delgado Lima Nissan. Sorry. Lane number 3. And swimming in lane number 4 from Benin, Agbojoya Etel. And swimming in lane number 5 from Benin, Agbojobi Jofrida. 200 breaststroke hit 1. Last year's winning time for the 200 breaststroke junior, we had a 2:55.89. Was Ghana, the tick of this breaststroke. And this year our top entry time is a 3:10.24. There will be Cameroon swimming in the final heat in lane 4.
And the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder, this is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence.
We have 4 lanes of the pole for this for this 200 meters breaststroke. It is a powerful start for lane number 3 from Cape Verde, Lima Nissan Rosemary. I hope she'll be able to hold onto that power recovery all through in the last 3 lanes of the pole. Keeping the head low from Benin, Toyota lane number 4. Let's see what we shall have at the final stage. I really hope she is very conditioned, this young girl in lane 3, just 16 years of age from Cape Verde, to hold that breaststroke all through to the final stage. Our record for this 200 breaststroke for the ladies is sitting on a 2:55, set by Nigeria's Perimobe, who is not here this afternoon, and this in the 200. And the seniors 200 breaststroke sitting the stunning splits over 2:54.53, set by Elaine of Ivory Coast. But back in the pole, we are having this young girl continue to hold on to a hat stroke. The recovery, the hands are popping out of the water. Again, the breaststroke, one of those strokes that has a different approach. Every swimmer comes out with a different approach of the breaststroke, but the goal is about getting onto the wall on the top position We have these hands getting up a little bit, which is a little bit costly for any breaststroke and a 200. You want to try and have those hands drive straight forward into the recovery. But again, it's breaststroke. Anything can come into breaststroke. It is about getting to the top. That first 100, we are sitting at 1:45. The only entry time we had was lane number 4, Benin 4:07. She's starting at 1:52, still having a chance to break that her personal best, her 4:07 on the entry. There's quite a lot to do for this young girl in lane number 5, Gefrida, raising that head a little bit high, which creates a bit of resistance. So you can see the hips are already sinking, the legs are already sinking down. It's a bit of a disadvantage, but for now it's about breaking your personal best. She entered with a 4:52. She was out in the first 100 at a 2:02.95. But for the lead, it is Cape Verde. The previous 50 was a 58. Now this is 1:01.95, a 2:47 with over a minute to swim. To break our first entry time here and hit one, which is a 4:07. The Africa record for the 200 meters breaststroke women is sitting on a 2:18.95 by South African Tijana Skomak, sitting 2021 in the Olympic Games in Japan. Let's see what we are having, but coming back to the final stage, looking at Cape Verde's record for the 200 meters breaststroke, sitting on a 2:41.74, was set by Jay Lapina in the 2023 World Championship. And this young girl will be swimming into the wall under 4 minutes. That's a good space to be in with a 3:49. And the second position will be Benin. She entered with a 4:07.65 and finishing into the wall with a 3:58 under 4 minutes. And that's the first priority of any athlete, trying to bring down your personal best. And coming into the wall as well from Benin, the mid record for the national record for Benin's 200 meters breaststroke. 100 meters breaststroke is Chamel Morgan setting the world championship. We don't have the 200 yet. We're going to hit 2. Disqualification for swimming event 20, hit 1, lane 3. The athletes coming in are the participants for the final heat of the 200 meters breaststroke junior. In lane number 2, representing Ivory Coast, entered with a 3:36.7, Aimoa Kuahana. Lane number 3, swimming with a 3:11.51 from Ghana, Yankee Jada. Lane number 4 with a 3:10, top entry time from Cameroon, Weladi Gabriela Frank. Lane number 5, swimming for Ghana with a 3:11.44, El Haj Leah. Swimming for Ghana in lane number 6 with a 3:29.27, Kony Yemen. Representing Ivory Coast in lane number 7 with a 3:31, Diarra Aissata. 200 breaststroke junior. She is our 400 IM gold medalist. She is the youngest of this meet at just 13 years, representing Ghana in lane 3, Yankee Jada, coming in to try and strike another gold. Well, let's see what we shall have. The start is looking very powerful for lane number 6. That's Coney alongside El Haj Leah from Ghana. Let's see how we should look like in the final stage. We have just started some good swims in the previous heat. Into the wall. It is the 2 girls from Ghana. The 400 IM gold medalist is out of this breaststroke. I can't wait to see her in the 200 meters butterfly. But leading the field, it is El Haji with a 40.29 alongside lane number 5 with a 40.94. Swimming for Cameroon. Can we have the first time Cameroon onto the podium in this meet? Can we have them strike gold here? But looking at the stroke, it is no doubt lane number 6 will be a fully lane number 5. Meanwhile, the winners for the 400 meters IM Junior kindly get to the awards call-room. Alia Folemponge Kwasi and Kambe Mohammed. But back in the pole, Cameroon trying to strike here. In trying to come back in lane number 3. This young girl is very impressive. She's trying to push through. In fact, Cameroon may be in a lot of trouble here at the final stage. It is Yankee Jada trying to get more a collection onto herself. She is a 4 IM top athlete of the championship. Let's see what she has at this final stage. She will be turning a few hundreds of the second. She'll be turning out into the final 50 with 4 seconds slower, so she won't be on the gold, but definitely on the podium as well. Cameroon will be the first time we get them on the podium as well, but a striking gold will be lane number 6 and number 5 El Haji from Ghana will be striking another gold for Ghana. Looking at the clock ticking down, we have it 2:45 currently. Our last year's winning time for this 200 breaststroke was a 2:55. We won't have it faster, but we shall have a gold. Last year, Nigeria took the gold with a 2:55. And today's winning time for the 200 breaststroke will be a 3:03.65. And she is very excited. And our 400 IM medalist will be finishing in the second position for the silver with a 3:08. But look at the happenings from this young girl, El Haj Leah, looking very happy and fine with the results, taking the gold. And the bronze will be going to lane number 4, 3:18.54. That's Gabriela Frank of Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall be giving out medals starting from event number 17. Ladies and gentlemen, event number 17, that's where we're going to start from. And these medals shall be awarded by the ambassador of Burkina Faso, Mr. David Kabare. We're going to give out medals starting from event number. Last call for the swimmers receiving the medals from event number 17, Yankee Jata. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the dignitary to give out the medals, the next couple of medals. The ambassador for Burkina Faso, Mr. David Kabare. We're going to give out the medals for the 200 freestyle junior and 200 freestyle senior girls. The athletes coming in are the winners. The girls for junior 200 freestyle and senior 200 freestyle. The third position for the junior, the 234.60 from Nigeria, Mohammed Mariam. Senior bronze medalist, 223.51 from Ghana, Ajay Nubia. Silver medalist, junior 234.45 from Nigeria, Ebidapo Oluwatofomne. Silver medalist, senior 234.45 from Nigeria, 2:17.86, Gabon, Lako Noeli. The champion for the junior 236.2 from Ghana, Yankee Jada. The champion for the senior 216.40 from Senegal, Diop Omi. Please stand for the national anthem of Girls Junior, Ghana. The national anthem for the girls senior, Senegal. Medals for event 19, 400 freestyle junior and senior. Medals 400 meters IM junior and senior, and these shall be awarded still by the ambassador of Burkina Faso, Mr. David Kabare. And the third position for the junior with 5:53.95 from Senegal, Kambe Mohammed. Boys senior with 6:13.82 from Ghana, Accra, Hector. Bronze position for the junior with 5:44.72, Ghana, Firimpongo, Kwasi. And weight 5:57 for the senior from Senegal, Kabe Momau. The champion for the junior with 5:44.06 in Nigeria, Olea Oluwatimilhe. The champion for the senior with 5:10.21 from Benin, Kapadi Alexis. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of the Boys Junior, Nigeria. The national anthem for the senior Senegal. The national anthem for Benin. Thank you. Congratulations, Nigeria. Congratulations, Benin. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that, for Senegal, for playing the national anthem of Senegal on behalf of Benin and Nigeria. We apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the award ceremony. We're now going to move on to the next event, and that is 50 meters breaststroke junior men. The athletes coming in advancements for hit 1 of 50 meters breaststroke. In lane number 3, representing Gambia, Sanyang Alpha. In lane number 4, from Equatorial Guinea, Asuma Ngeni Crispin. Lane number 5, from Burkina Faso, Bamba Efren Alexandri. Lane number 6, coming in for Burkina Faso, Kadeba Joshua Theophil. 50 meters breaststroke. It is 50 meters breaststroke. The mid record and the zone record is a 31.62. Swum by Ivan Snowden of Ghana. And in the ball, we're having a good and sharp start of lane number 4. That is the Suma, Equatorial Guinea, going stroke by stroke alongside lane number 5 now. Taking full charge, Bamba Ifran from Burkina Faso. This is the first heat. Last year's winning time in these 50 meters breaststroke, we had a 30.34. And coming in stroke by stroke into the walk for the final stage, it is going to be a Bamba from Burkina Faso to take charge out into the world with a stunning 42.05 as the winning time for hit 1. And number 2, 43.71, finishing third in this heat is a 45.38. Our record is sitting at that one, so they have a 40 currently. Ladies and gentlemen, bottom on, the athletes coming in are the participants for hit number 2 of 3 for the 50 meters breaststroke. Lane 1 from Togo, Bangazo Imad. Lane number 2 from Benin, Hong Potin Brace. Lane number 3 for Cape Verde, Felipe Emmanuel. Lane number 4 from Gabon, Ngaka Ozaveno. Lane number 5, Guinea, Fofana Muhammad Haidi. Lane number 6, Rela Leon, Peter Bewe. Lane number 7, Benin, Asa Kevin. Lane number 8, Burkina Faso, Sawadogo Yasin. 50 breaststroke, hit 2 junior. Rolling to hit number 2. We have a full grid from 1 to 7. Let's see how we're going to look like at the final stage. Leading and taking control from the start. It is lane number 4 going stroke by stroke. I love what I'm seeing coming out of lane number 6. Holding that head a little low, making sure he maintains his body position. And Cape Verde trying to come out in 3. With just now half a body length, it is going to be the 2 lanes. Lane number 6 alongside Cape Verde, but Cape Verde, it will just be a touch to separate the top 2 swimmers. Cape Verde out with a 38.56. That is the current first time now through 2 hits. The athletes coming in are the participants for the final hit. Lane number 3 from DR Congo, Bosango Zozo. Lane number 2 from Senegal, Kambe Muhammad Goju. Lane number 3 swimming for Ghana, Owusu Johnson. And lane number 4 swimming for Senegal, Voisin Nail Lamena. Swimming in lane number 5 for Ghana, Carl Lail. And lane 6 for Ghana, Boma Tamba. Lane number 7 Cameroon, Batog Jacques. And lane number 8 for Cape Verde, Pariel and Roddy Bruno. 50 breaststroke final hit. Junior. And we're rolling into the final heat. Coming out of the fast 10 meters, breaking out stroke by stroke. Lane number 4 outswims at the start. He entered with a 31.14. Last year's winning time was a 30.34. Our official zone record is sitting for the men is sitting on a 31. Diving into the water, 162. Ivan Snowdon. And leading the whole field. This is not a 100, it is a 50 meters with a starting winning time of a 31.33. And that sits on top as the 50 meters breaststroke top time. And it is a new record from a 31.62 to this young man, 31.33, Voisin Lemeni from Senegal. 31.33, and number 2 is a 32.18. Just 1,200, 1,300 of a second separate the top. The second 2 swimmers, 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for heat number 1. 03 for the boys senior, 50 breaststroke. And lane number 2, representing Gambia, Joe Jagan. And lane number 3, on swimming in lane number 4, representing Equatorial Guinea, Kogo Como Santiago. Swimming in lane number 5 from Burkina Faso, Barry Fardell. 50 breaststroke, heat 1. Hit number 1 of the breaststroke, sharp start for lane number 3, Job Jagan, swimming for Gambia. Let's see what comes in the breakout, and he breaks out slightly ahead of the field, but now taking back, regaining the stroke. It is lane number 5, swimming for Burkina Faso, Barry Fardell. Going stroke by stroke. Its top entry time this evening is at 28.50, but starting for in number 1, Job Jagan takes full control again into the wall for the final 5 meters. It will be Gambia, just 35 years of age, into the wall with a 36.91 as the starting top time. The athletes coming in are the participants for hit number 2 of 50 breaststroke senior. Hit 2. And lane number 2, representing Burkina Faso, Someyan Steve. Lane number 3 from Mali, Trayor Brahima. Lane number 4, Benin, Capovolvi Augustin. Lane number 5 from Ivory Coast, Diakita Mohammed. Swimming for Togo in 6, Kojo. And swimming for Equatorial Guinea in 7, Obama, Kara, Hejini Yondong. 50 breaststroke, hit 2. And heat number 2, let's see how we're going to break hot here. We have a sub 36 as the fastest of the split at the start of this 50 breaststroke into the pole now in lane number 7. Rolling stroke by stroke, it's Obama, Equatorial Guinea. Alongside lane number 4, Copavia Augustine. It's a 3 now taking full charge as we dive into the final stage for the last 10 meters. Will be lane number 3. Trayol Brahim from Mali to take this. We had a 36 in the previous one, and we're diving down with a 35.39 as the current top time for these 50 breaststroke senior men. It is now a new top time, 35.39. That's the current fastest time ahead of the final heat. The athletes coming in are the finalists for the 50 meters breaststroke senior. Lane number 1 from Ivory Coast, Avi Charles Levi. Lane number 2 swimming for Senegal, Ndiaye Retain Amadio. And lane number 3, the defending gold medalist from Ghana, Stacey Harry. Lane number 4 swimming for Senegal, Nian Abdul Mbaye. And lane number 5, the defending silver medalist from Senegal, Dil Adama Thiaw. Lane number 6, swimming for Ghana, Snowdan Ivan. Lane number 7, swimming for Benin, the bronze defending medalist, Donso Mak. Lane number 8, swimming for Ivory Coast, Trayol Mamadou. 50 breaststroke final hit. Swimmers, Leah El Haj, kindly get to the awards area now. Back at the pole, the 50 meters breaststroke. The top time last year was a 33.4, and now coming in with that young man swimming in lane number 3. The mid record is sitting for the senior. The mid record is sitting on a 33.52. So no doubt we might have this one. No. Sitting on the top. Into the wall, we are having Stacey Harry doing it one more time with a 30.59, faster than the winning time we had last year. Last year he turned into the wall. In fact, faster than the winning time last year he went with a 30.34, but definitely it's a gold. 2 time in a row now for Ghana, for this young man from Ghana, Stacey Harry, taking the gold. We are should be diving into the 50 meters butterfly, and we have only 2 hits, starting with the juniors. Botman, the athletes coming in, are the participants for hit number 1 of 2 for the 50 meters butterfly. Swimming in lane number 3 from Ivory Coast, Aimoa Koa Hana. Swimming in lane number 4, Ivory Coast, Kamara Malika Erina. And in 5 from Cameroon, Waledi Gabriel Frank. 50 butterfly, 1 lane of the pole. 50 butterfly hit number 1. 80 Ivory Coast. Starting ahead of the field is all the girls are sitting very powerful, holding that head down for lane number 4, Kamara, Ivory Coast. And he is slightly ahead of the field by just half a body length. By the closing stage, we may have lane number 3, Hannah from Ivory Coast to take this. Just be a touch, but I love what I'm seeing. It will just be about who is able to hold or time that finish. We know that lane 4 is slightly ahead of the field. And yes, no doubt she will hold to the wall. That extra stroke for lane number 3 for Akko costed high a little bit. The starting time is a 35.74 for lane 4. And that's the top of issue time to be coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, a final hit swimming in lane number 2 for Nigeria. Ebedabo Alwatfonmi is swimming in lane number 2, representing Senegal, Diao Asietu. And lane number 3 for Ghana, Ajayi Oduma. And lane number 4, swimming for Benin, Jana Eliane. Swimming in lane number 5 for Benin, Hon Jasna. Swimming in lane number 6 for Senegal, Dia Sein Fugwe. Swimming in lane number 7 for Nigeria, Mohammed Mariam. And in lane number 8, swimming for Ghana, Abdallah Mazides. 50 butterfly final hit. Ajay Oduma for Ghana, who's swimming in lane number 3 last year, finished in the 5th position. Can she come back and strike into the top position? She went a 30.138 last year. All the girls are sitting very powerful, holding that head down. A stroke on strokes, a very beautiful stroke rate coming out of lane number 2. Diallo said to Kaba, Senegal, and lane number 5. It's just gonna be a touch into the wall. Who gets it? And it is lane number 5 from Benin getting onto the podium for the top position. And the winning split for the junior, 30.11 from this young girl from Hojin. Oduma will move from the 5th position last year to the 4th position with a 30.95. Ladies and gentlemen, final heat for the girls senior. He's swimming in lane number 1, swimming for Ivory Coast, Bado Aija. In lane number 2, swimming for Ghana, Mensa Josel. Swimming for Ghana in lane number 3, Adeji Nubia. The defending gold medalist last year, swimming for Senegal in lane number 4, Diop Omi. Representing Ghana, representing Nigeria, in lane number 5, Oka Dokas. Swimming for Gabon in lane number 6, Leko Noeli. And in lane number 7, representing Senegal, Diagonal Sophia Catherine. Final heat, 50 butterflies, senior gold. $50 meters butterfly. This is the final heat for the senior. Mesa, at lane number 2, her breaks out very strongly for Ghana. Will she hold it? Takes a breath on every second stroke. It's going to be a tight one for the top 3. Can Diop Omi come back and strike another gold? She took the gold last year with a 28.83. Stroke by stroke, it is Ghana's Josel and Omi from Senegal. Omi strikes another gold with a 28.48. way quicker than what she went last year. Just a few hundredths of a second off the zone 2 record. Her own record is a 28.03. She finishes this with a 28.48.
May I have your attention, please? Ghana's Leah Hodge, please report to the medal station. Ghana's Leah Hodge, please report to the medal station.
Moving into the awards, the medals starting with event 17, so event 21, 22, 23, and 24. Ladies and gentlemen, these medals shall be awarded by the President of Africa Aquatics, Mr. Diop Mohammed, and we shall be starting with the women 200 meters breaststroke. The athletes coming in are the winners for the 200 meters breaststroke event 21. Once more to be awarded by the President of Africa Aquatics, Mr. Dr. Don Diop. Mohammed Diop to award the... Starting in the third position with 3:18.54 from Cameroon, Waledi Gabriela. In the second position with 3:08.62 from Ghana, Yankee Jada. And the champion with 3:03.65 from Ghana, El Haj Leah. Bottom line, the national anthem of Ghana. set shall be the 50 breaststroke junior and senior men. Last call for the men, senior 50 breaststroke gold medalists. Last call for the senior boys, Stacey Harry, Dale Adama, and Yan Abdul. The athletes coming in are the winners for 50 meters breaststroke junior and senior. And this set shall still be awarded. Athletes coming in are the winners for the 50 meters breaststroke junior and senior, to be awarded by the president of Africa Aquatics, Diop Mohammed. In the third position, the bronze with 32.91 for the junior, representing Ghana, Carl L. For the senior with 31.31 from Senegal, Nian Abdul Kadri Baye. Silver medalist for the junior with 32.18 from Ghana, Boama Tamba. the senior silver position, 30.90 from Senegal, Dale Adama. The gold medalist for the junior with 31.33 from Senegal, Voice Nail. And the gold medalist for the senior with 30.59 from Ghana, Stacy Harry. The boatman, the national anthem of the junior, Senegal. The national anthem for the senior for Ghana. Is it on? I would like to thank Dr. Diop Mohammed for helping us award that set of medals. We are now going to dive into the last relay, second last relay. We shall swim event number 27 and award the butterfly, then swim event number 28. Last call for Lacor Noeli from Gabon. Kindly make your way to the awards area now. Last call for Noeli, Lacor from Gabon. Kindly go to the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, we are awarding these are the last set of medals to be awarded this evening. 50 fly. Girls in the third position for the junior with 30.49 from Senegal. Dia Sayin Fergo. And in the second for the senior in the third position with 29.22 from Ghana, Meza Giselle. The silver position for the junior with 30.22 from Benin, Iliana. A silver position for the senior with 28.92 from Gabon, Lako Noele. the champion with 30 points, 11 for the junior from Benin, Hasna Oger. And the champion for the senior from Senegal with 28.48, Diop Omi. Botman, please stand up for the national anthem for the junior, Benin. The national anthem for the senior, Senegal. That marks the end of the award ceremony, and we're going to have two more heats to swim, two more events to swim, starting with a mixed 400 freestyle juniors and the mixed 400, 4 times 100 freestyle senior. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for the final hit. In lane 2, Abuama Tamba, Jamal Kale, Ajay Oduma, Yankee Jada, Ghana. Lane 3, Kamara Malika, Ahimo Akua, Ahimo Kyle Emmanuel, Oderije Abdullahi, Ivory Coast. Lane number 4, Olaya Olsame, John Agnes, Mohammed Mariam, Dumuje Abel, Nigeria. Lane number 5, Vozina Yil, Ndiawe Sayen, Ndiawe Sokna, Lay Badara, Senegal. Lane number 6, Shalom, Apethitina, Etoyele, Apadono Sevi, Benin, 4x100 meters mixed freestyle relay. One girl for the fast heat, for the fast grade, 100 meters freestyle. Winning time last year, 4:08 for the junior. The mid record for the junior is 4 times 100 mixed freestyle relays, sitting on a 4:08.42. Rolling the fast 100, taking charge from the start. It is swimming in lane number 2. And that is Ghana still holding the rest of the field to come into the second grid. It is a 4-by-1. Can we have Team Nigeria take charge again as it was last year? Coming into the wall for the first 100. It is a tight one between Ghana and Benin. Sorry, Ghana and Senegal. What will we have? What will Senegal be able to hang in? Quite a lot of work to do for Ivory Coast, a lot of work to do for the defending champions Nigeria. Nigeria is swimming in lane number 4, but leading the field, and the gap is just increasing. It is Team Ghana. Ghana out of the first 50 of the second grid, breathing on every second stroke out into the wall. That 50, Ghana will be splitting a 27.89, and we have a 30.36 for lane number 5. The Senegal and Ghana. Can we have something special here? The mid record for the junior is sitting on a 4.08 set by Nigeria. The gap just increases. We know there is still a lot left in the tank for Senegal out there. This young girl is fatiguing. Shall we have something special from Senegal showing in lane number 5? A very beautiful kick for the breakouts of Ghana, breathing on every 4 strokes, maintaining that beautiful 4-6 big kick, 4 kick. And now he comes back with a low and smart recovery here, breathing on every second stroke. Nigeria trying to come back, still holding the 3rd position. The zone 2 medalists have quite a lot of work to do. They're still ranking number 3 now, but the lead is still Ghana in lane number 2, already coming out into the final 50 meters. The gap just increased for lane number 5 for Senegal. Can we have something special here? It is going to be a lot of drama. It is going to get electrified in lane number 5. This young man just watching on, looking very comfortable, very confident. Shall we have this young girl hold Ghana on top? It is our 400 IM gold medalist. It is our youngest swimmer in the meet. It is Jetty to close in for Ghana. But look at the electricity. It is electrified in lane 5. You're going to look at the drama here. Shall we have Jendi hold Ghana onto the lead? Look at the power coming out of lane number 5, out with 15 meters to chase. Shall we have this young girl hold on to the lead? It is Senegal to close in. This is not the best of the speed. He needs to get to the wall. He needs to reduce this gap to 5 meters before they get into the turn. If Jedi gets out of the wall ahead with over 10 meters, I don't think Senegal will get to see the top position. This is exactly where he needed to be, 6 meters out. It is still Ghana holding it for the final closing stage. Can we have something special in the final position? Will Senegal do something special here? Shall we have an impressive swim from Ghana to hold the top? Yes, we shall. 25 meters to go, counting down into the final position. It is 25 minutes to go, 10 meters to go. Will Team Ghana hold it? It is just gonna be a touch. It is Ghana and Senegal. Look at, it is electrified. Ghana gets it with a stunning 4:10. It is Ghana to take full lead for this with a stunning 4:10.78. Nigeria will be finishing in the 3rd position. The winning time last year was a 4:08. The mid record is a 4:08.42. This evening we finished with a 4:10.78. And that was the best of the swim for this young girl from Ghana. Closed in. It was so skeptical to if she was gonna hold the top position. And coming out of the final position, lane number 6. It's Team Benin to close in. But that was a brilliant swim. The best of this really was the last seed of Ghana. She dived in 15 meters ahead of this young man from Senegal and was able to hold it all through into the wall with just a touch to take the gold. Less than 90 hundredths of a second separate the top 2 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, bringing to you the final heat of the session. And that will be the mixed freestyle relays, event number 28. In lane number 3, I'm Abel Wilson, Diop Usen, Diop Umi, and Deocean, Senegal. A disqualification for lane number 4 in event 27. Lane number 4 for the mixed freestyle senior. Danson Mark, Deloitte Joanna, Huge Hosda, Capad Alexis, Benin. Coming out in lane number 5, Stacey Harry, Adeji Nubia, Mensa Josley, Abeyiku Jackson, Ghana. And the top team takes the gold. Last year, the winning time we heard Ghana took with a 3:46. Let's see if they can take the gold or break this top time, the record for the 4x100 mixed freestyle. Sits on a 3:46. Ghana seeds as the best of the seed here, and the goal will be to chase the time. I think it's looking to be very balanced alongside Senegal. We shall see if we can have it done powerfully. The 400-meter IM, a gold medalist for the men that outswims and leads for Ghana. Stacey takes that first 50 ahead of the field with a 24.2, 24.81. He's choosing to breathe on every second stroke, but maintaining that brilliant kick, big six, big kick. Senegal will be holding into the third position. We are coming into, handing to Beiku Jackson, the 50 backstroke mid record and zone record holder. Went at 26 in the 50 backstroke. He is diving to create the gap. We shall have the second grade of the boys. That changeover was a little bit quick for Senegal. Out into the wall. Stroke by stroke, Abeyiku Jackson, the zone 2 record holder, the best of Senegal, out into the wall for the final 50. He takes this 25, this 50 with a 24.90. Maintaining that beautiful, powerful kick, nice stretched out stroke. He's squeezing in that recovery, looking very nice, a very powerful final 25 meters. He is trying to hold space to increase the gap. For his teammate, it's going to be Adeji Nubia for Ghana to go into the third grid. A lot of work to do for Senegal. A lot of work to do for Sene. But it is Ghana, Adeji Nubia to take full control. Very nice, powerful underwaters. Coming out 14 meters out. Will Senegal do something special here? Senegal still has something left in the tank. Omi will be coming out as the final grid, as the final swimmer for Senegal. It is Ghana to take full control. They are the mid record holder. They are the zone record holder with a 3:46.54. And now out that 25 was a 20, that 50 was a 29.54. And that 50. Well, let's see how we should look like in the final closing stage. It is Adeji Nubia still holding it. Keeping calm and collected to come to hand into the defending 50 breaststroke top medalist, 100-meter breaststroke medalist 2024 will be closing for Ghana. Mensa Giselle. A very nice changeover here. Very nice shot relay. A takeoff. It's a good relay exchange. Quite a lot to do for Ghana, for Senegal. No doubt it is going to be Ghana to take full control. The question is now left onto the 346, the zone record, sitting as the fastest of the splits. We have in zone 2 set last year. Senegal will no doubt hold for the third position, for second position, and the third position should be having Benin. First 25 is the 28 for Mensa Josel. And coming up to the final stage, counting down into the final 25 meters. They will not be able to get the 346. They have only 16 left to swim at the final 25, counting down the time. It's just going to be, for them, it's a record to chase. Oh my goodness. It is final 10 meters. The top time is the 346. I love the closing speed here. Do they get it? They miss it with just a few hundredths of a second with a 347. But a gold for Ghana and a silver for Senegal. And Benin will be finishing in the final position. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of session 2 and day 1 of the 2025 Africa Aquatic Zone 2 Junior, Senior and Masters Championship hosted here in Accra, Ghana. Botman, please put your hands together for the officials as they leave the deck. Officials, you may now leave the deck. Meanwhile, disqualification for lane number 3 in event 28. Anali take off swimmer, lane number swimmer, second swimmer.